If you're not a dummy investor, these are 5 reasons why you need landlord insurance right now. Reason number 1, if you're renting your property out, you can prevent your property from rental loss. And you might be saying, but did you know? Not only you'll be covered for the loss of rent due to the tenant vacancy period, which they, for example, they moved out for whatever reason and you can't find the rent to replace them, you can also recover from rental loss due to, for example, damages to your property, for example, storm. Number 2, you can actually recover and claim from rent default or theft. Sometimes we can't control the financial situation of our tenants. So for example, for whatever reason, they had to break the lease and you can't recover the rent, you can actually claim it. And also, if your property is partly furnished, and they stole something, you can recover from that as well. Reason number 3, for malicious damage. For example, your property is in somewhere in Whoop Whoop, Mount Druitt. You have these, gangers and the bloody hobos and junkies smashing your place. Well, you can actually recover from that. Number 4, you can also recover from legal costs. For example, those junkies in whatever places decide to sue you and go, I don't want to pay for it. You go to court, you got to spend legal fees to represent yourself. Well, the landlord insurance can also cover that as well. And finally, number 5 is public liability cover. It can cover you up to $20 million of any events relating to death or injury surrounding your property. So if you do not want the necessary cost of buying a property under a trust or a company structure just to have that limited liability, well, landlord insurance with the public liability can be enough to cover you. Now again, this is not financial advice, and always check the fine print before you go get landlord insurance. For example, there's a difference between, Budget Direct and, NRL AMI. There's a variance, right? One's cheap, one's a bit exclusive. Do your own research, do your own due diligence, and jump in the comments if you have any other questions.